Yo guys, so framework. You might be wondering like what the hell that is. Um I'll show you in a second. Let me just show what you can do like with it. Let me just turn on my graphics real quick. Oh, this volume. Yeah, you can do something like this. You may not have noticed what it did, right? Because it's just me throwing a ball, right? So what is the framework? What are you trying to show? Well, let me show you then. Alright, so I'm in my move set here, the one where the ball, number 3. You just press here, and you can see something's not quite right. Why did it make such a fucking... It made a projectile, but why is there no projectile? Well, I'm glad that you asked, you know? Also, sorry if I'm whispering, it's because it's like midnight right here and I want my family to wake up. Yeah. Basically, all the magic happens from these tags. Start mark, throw projectile, sing. And this somehow leads to an entire move without any projectiles. And without like, it doesn't even have the VFX possible to do it. Like you can see there's only one mesh in the entire thing. Actually no there's not, there's also this one. But this is for the ball. So where does the VFX come from? Or this wind? Well, again, also tags. Throw P is the tag that makes the wind. Sing is the one that, yeah, you know, all that stuff. So like, let me take you through it. Basically, you can see all of these moves. It can help a lot. Like let's say throw a projectile VFX. You can see like what? It just plays a VFX. Where's the VFX you see them throwing? So how does this work? Well, we start off with like I'll actually make a better example of why, but I'm gonna just take it through it first. So we started in default, right? We wanted to go to a different branch because you cannot loop this branch here. So once you've done that, go into the loop. And here comes the tag stuff. Throw projectile tag, right? That's the short version of it. Throw projectile. It'll make a constant check to on throw P, like always check with a value of 1. And if the value if the value is 1, then it'll go to UI. And if not, then it'll just go to the branch loop and loop with itself until it finally gets called, like until finally value 1 is like reached. And once it's reached, it'll go into UI and play the effect, right? And it also and you all can like it sets the tag to -1 in value, so it doesn't like play again twice. Because once you've played the VFX, right, it'll go back to loop forever. So like, loop UI, loop UI, loop UI. So whenever this is called, it'll go into UI, it'll play the VFX and go back to loop. And make sure, properties in here, right, hide and awakening, hide and base, use when obtained, no stun and no cancel, right. It can be used for various stuff, like for example this one here, right. You can play that for me. Not to mention, you can do like whole projectiles, right? Like that. What? But you may be wondering, how is this useful in any way? Well, I'm glad that you asked. So, say in here, right? This one right here. Say it has like a billion VFX. Right, fucking loose over here. Say it has like a billion VFX. It just, you know, like those who have had a billion VFX, it'll like delay, you know? The animation will delay, the VFX will delay one by one. The hitbox will delay, projectiles will delay, everything will just delay. So this here can be used to, let me just look at this way. So this here can be used to like do certain stuff. Like think of them as functions for those script. Functions, caching, whatever. You can call it whatever. It also lets you do cool stuff like this one here, right? Reset. Basically, I'm in the default. Once you spawn in, you get 0 field of view, visibility 0, speed multiply. Like you become a bit faster, as you can see, and have a bit more camera range, right? Then it'll go to loop where it does a stun check. What? And whenever you get stunned, it'll go into reset. And this is where it sets down a tag called chase. I'll get into like why I have this here. And it'll also set the field of view and visibility to 0. And you may be wondering, like, for those who like know what happens if you get hit while being invisible, you just stay invisible. Like it just doesn't, like, you just stay invisible, you know. And this basically fixes it. So whenever you get hit, you'll lose your invisibility and your field of view will reset. And now for the chase, right? So in here you can see I have this chase thing. And best way I can show you, right? It goes into the loop, blah blah blah, checks, and if it is, right, you can see, like, you can check how long the chase should last. So if I want this to last for like 10 seconds, right, it'll play the thing for 10 seconds. So if I did like let's just say I do this chase value for 5 seconds. You can see it plays for 5 seconds. If I set it to 2 seconds, 2 seconds. So it's super helpful if you want to do something like that, right? And then we also have like, what else can I show? You can also do something like wait, what's this? Oh yeah, like just this, you know, like fucking hitboxes that explode on yourself. You can also do, yeah, I apologize. You can also like do this UI stuff, you know. You can see down there, whenever it's called, it'll just do it. Like if we're going here, right, we got all these things. Trailer loop, we got in here hit. Like, let me just show what it looks like. Looks like that, and you can see it just doesn't have it all, but it lets you like do so much stuff. Like, it saves performance like crazy. You can shoot projectiles like crazy. Like, there's like basically any limits you had with getting stunned or anything, they're gone, completely gone. You can do, like, you can even mix VFX. Like, if you want something to play every 3 seconds while also having something play at every 0.2 seconds, you know how much of a hell it can be to like play that in a moveset, right? So this basically fixes it all. You just put in the tags, how long you want them to be, and like, bam, you know? So like, let me just show you examples on how to make a trail. I'm just gonna use this as an example. If you go into chase VFX, right, this is my thing. Make it go to loop, of course. Make it constantly check for chase. Go into and make it loop all the time, of course. And then once it actually does catch the chase, it'll go into IVFX1. And this basically, it plays the VFX first time, then it'll go to VFX loop, right? And if this is still active, right? If this is still active, it'll go back to VFX loop. Yeah, it'll go back to VFX loop. So this basically acts like a trigger to go into the loop. I don't know if that's actually necessary though. No, it's not. I can just make it go into VFX loop, I think. So we just add a tag. Chase. 3 seconds. Yeah, no, it was just completely bollocks. But you can see, it works. So let me just remove this to make it less confusing. So okay, we start off by yo, bro. Fuck, bro. So we start off with like I'm just gonna call the tag here, right? Calls the tag in the beginning, and then this one will go to loop. Because we have the tag active, it'll go in here into VFX loop and play the thing for as long as it's active. Because you can see it does a check. If it's active, then go back to VFX loop, which is itself. So it loops until the tag is gone, if that makes sense. So let me just show you like how to use it. So I'm just gonna build one. Start off with making a character block, right? And I'm just gonna name this framework type and tutorial. Make a skill. Call it framework. Go in here, properties, and awakening. Hiding base. Use when obtained. And no stun, no cancel. And then make a branch. Call it loop. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it loop. And then you make a tag called shoot. Right? Value 1. Make it go check. Right? If it does check, then shoot. Shoot. Right? And then make it branch with itself. So loop. And then in shoot, right? Let's say we make a projectile. Projectile. And we're just gonna have it speed up, like 150 speed, right? Put a visual on it. I'm just gonna put a cylinder on it, right? We want it on the projectile, so we're just gonna put it on the projectile tag. Projectile. And yep, it works. And then after that, you make sure you go, like once you finished your thing, make sure you go back into loop, right? Now, you want to make another skill. Let's just call it trigger, right? And all you gotta do is add a tag called shoot. Set the value, and you can actually set it to 0 if you want it to be a one-time bullet. Because let me that's the wrong one. Give me a second. There we go. You can see if I now shoot, bam, it lets me shoot. It's so cool, guys, right? It's not all. Right? And we go back to it. So in here, trigger. Right? If we set it to 1 second, right? What? No way! I didn't know that was possible. It's so sick. Okay, yeah, now we made that. So now I'll be showing another tech you can do with it, right? So we're gonna we're just gonna remove this. Keep this, right? Call it trail. And we're gonna remove this. Trail. Trail, right? Bam. And we can actually wait. What? Whoa, my brain froze. My bad. Let's just say we want clash, right? Actually, no. We want after images or something. Like ow. Where is it? After images, bro. Am I stupid? Oh, there. Okay. Right. So we got it on that, and we're just gonna make it invisible. Like exponential. Yep. Beautiful. And you can say we want like 2.5, and then add a tag, right? We want to check if it's still active. Oh no, like on this one it's not really necessary. You can just have it loop back, but like on some other stuff it'll be necessary. Like you'll know when it's necessary, probably, hopefully. Make it check, and then trail. Just like that. And then make sure, of course, loop. Right? So now, we go in here, and I forgot to make the fucking trigger. Trigger. Let's say I want the trail for 5 seconds, so trail, value, time. Bam. You can see just like that. And I can still unwanted and do unwanted and all sort of stuff. Like you'll know when this will be useful, right? When you feel like something is impossible to do, like you want to match a lot of VFX, you'll know when to use it, right? Like it may not seem like much, but trust me, you'll love this once you like get to learn it, right? Just play around with this stuff, right? And I'll yeah I'll get the code and like let you guys see how it's used, right? So yeah, that was all. Thank you. See ya.